All right, I was doing a little bit of exploration on Doom World, and I found a couple new map sets, two of which I am/did definitely play, and one that I might. If you know the channel, you know what I'm hinting at. So, one of them is from Dashie. I've at least seen some stuff she's made. I think from Not Even Remotely Fair, could be wrong. And also a shout out to Bren Dondel, another name I recognize. He's a very strong player, if I'm remembering right. So just want to shout out, hey, play this. It's on Doom World. I'll post the link. Now let's play the demo if my Chrome can close, because I would like to have the RAM or whatever. And it's important that we're on Doom 2. My bad. We're mostly going to vibe with the music here. Also, I'm going to pause the demo for a second and just point out, look at the HUD. Look at the menu. Look at the colors. Look at the modified no save game text that looks like a heart. I don't even know how to do that. And she did it for a one map. So I'm going to spend most of this map gushing about how, look at that, got purple armor. Look at that detail. You shouldn't have to do that. Look at the lighting. Right, I know I started my channel posting Mob of the Dead, zombies map for COD Zombies. Purple skull key, look at that detail. And it was literally just there to prove that I'd beaten the thing in the time I had for the speedrun. Bunch of guys spawn in there, but after having died a couple times, I figured maybe a faster strategy, it's not that much faster, would be to get the rocket launcher early and then deal with all the monsters. Is this actually faster? Not really, because you still have to shotgun a lot. Is it even safer? Not really, because there are enemies above you now they wouldn't otherwise be. But at least it looks interesting. So basically, I'm spawning in a lot of guys and then rocketing them in my little bottleneck area, rather than just shotgunning them, which is an option. So, as I was saying, I started this channel. By the way, this black area, the part where you see the skybox, will kill you. So, don't fall. It's not like it's tight platforming or anything, just don't go that far. And if you do, be careful. Really not an issue. Also, there are palette changes to this WAD, which is why you won't see any changes when I take damage. I don't know if that was like, here's my artistic intent. I wanted to have this purplish hue or tint or whatever the word is, like the cacos. I always like when they change cacos. I feel like any change to the caco color makes it look better, whether it's more muted or more colored. And here the blood looks a little more purple. So yeah, since I got that rocket launcher early, spawning everything in, now I put myself in this corner, like, hey, I actually spawned in way more guys than I can handle at once, so I have to awkwardly peekaboo shoot them. But that's what we got. So as I was saying, I started this channel literally just to record that I'd beaten Mob of the Dead and whatever the speedrun time was, so I could ensure that I get my, like, 4th place spot, okay? Which is no longer 4th. And to an extent, I did that for Doom as well. You can see that, especially with Speed of Doom, where I didn't even commentate a lot of it. Or Sunlust, which I might want to do commentary on. Nah, I won't. But I think in the last... Yeah, see how there's no damage flash? Yeah, those imps won't be there until you visit the area after having... I almost died there. You saw how close I was to getting boxed in. Hitting the switch up here makes those guys show up. And normally I would be fighting those guys way later. But, hey, you know, I felt like mixing it up. Okay, if I could ever finish this story. a lot of my Doom videos have been in the service of proving I beat some hard map. Fractured Worlds, no SB2, right? Then Flotsam. I always forget Flotsam when I'm talking about stuff. But also those maps were really nice, okay? Just want to emphasize that. But in the last couple months or so when I've been playing stuff, I think I've been reminded of like the other purpose of this. I want people to play custom stuff. I want people to play this map because it's good and it looks nice. And someone did art and they made it pretty. And this first area is, you know, a bit of a challenge, but it's mostly chill. The big fight at the end is... it's nothing crazy. You could die there. I did take a death there. On my first attempt, by the way. And then it wasn't until my last attempt that I got back there. But that's because I didn't practice enough. So what I'm trying to say is, it looks really nice, the music fits, and they put in all these fancy details. The HUD, the color palette, the play pal, whatever it's called. That was so close. You know, Revenant missiles. One more tick of damage, I'd be dead. So yeah, there's a bit of a secret here. Visit all these areas and hit the switch. I realized I had such low health. I better grab all the little vials I can. It says, oops, too small. I don't know if that's an inside joke between the author, something with a D, Daisy, maybe? I'll check after. And Brendondel, perhaps. So this area has a decent number of monsters, but you can hide over here. I think I would have been interested to see maybe giving me a megasphere or something and closing the door. Because as is, I do have the option to get out of here. But it also puts us in this really tense situation where I'm one missile away from dying. Yeah, I think what really got me is when I looked at the description on Doomworld, and she says, yeah, you know, it's just some speed map I made for a friend's birthday. It's like, look at this. You made another monster, or perhaps downloaded a sprite, but maybe you made another monster. I don't know. Okay, to be fair, it is your standard cyber baby. Lower health, same behavior. I don't know if I think that different cyber variant is pretty or really ugly. Because there's something nice about the deep purple, but also kind of gross. I don't know. Let me talk about the peekaboo shooting for the revs. Usually you're going to get a pain state on them. And then when you round the corner, you want them to shoot so they get that pain state missile out. You don't want them to round the corner right next to you with their pain state missiles still armed. Usually revs will not attack you from close range. But if they've had a pain state and haven't fired a missile since then, they don't care about the range. That goes for any monster in terms of the pain state. But revs have that close distance passiveness. By the way, if you want to max this map, make sure you have 147 kills before exiting. Normally I'd complain like, oh, let me backtrack. It's not an issue. Nobody's hiding in this map. It's like 2 rooms. It's okay. Alright, big fight. Here's the strat. Chill up front a little bit, do some horseshoes, and as long as you've done that a little bit, you can kind of just do circles. The mini cybers do infight the big cybers. There's a mini cyber covering the exit, so I just want to deal with him at some point. At the very least, I have to be aware that he's there. And sometimes awareness means completely not looking at them at all, but just imagining him firing at me and acting accordingly. Wait, I almost died there. To the cyber shooting me in the back. Jeez. But yeah, I want to simplify, get rid of that guy. Don't worry about ammo for this fight. Just make sure you don't get missiled. I've been trying to say, rocketed. I've been trying to say rocketed for rockets and missile for rev rockets. Or rev projectiles, I suppose. Now, perhaps normally I would complain about not having crushers for these guys. I think crushers for these extra revs would have been nice. However, it is kind of funny seeing the rev ball build up. And that, that's worth something. It's a short map. There's no section after this that I'm worried about losing my progress after wasting my time with this rev ball, so I don't really mind. Also, that in the music track does make it sound more moon-like. Whoa, the floor we were just fighting on had the moon thing on it. I'm not actually sure what makes the map end, if it's some line def to walk over, or if it's a timer after getting back there. Whatever. Yeah. Really high quality map, mappers will go on Doom World, they'll say, hey guys, just a speed map, be nice, and then it's really pretty. What else can I say? Other than, I hope it was recording, which it was. Good thing this was my first try recording it. Wink, wink.